Hi all, welcome to my La Liga team of the season predictions. Obviously the vote is due to be live tonight, but regardless we thought we would still get in and say who we think could get a team of the season from a La Liga perspective. Should be relatively straightforward. Let me know in the comments down below who you think will get in, and if there is anyone I may have missed, let me know as well. So smash likes always, folks, we much appreciate. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G the Legend. All links down below for playlist and channel and social media links as always. So Courtois, main goalie, should be pretty academic. He's been a big part of where Real Madrid winning the league, and I really can't see past him from featuring, and at least in my opinion anyway. Like defenders, Jordi Alba, yes, it's not as clinical as say previous seasons, but he still deserves a shout and could be half decent. Depends how they obviously, by the time they probably release it, they might give him a half decent boost, you never know. From there, Eder Militao stepped in very nicely with Alaba at the back, obviously taking over for Varane and Ramos respectively. Don't be surprised if even Alaba was the feature, but I've tried to balance out teams and positions and all that kind of stuff, and that's why we've gone with Pau Torres. He's been a big part of Villarreal's season, domestically and in Europe, so fair play to him. And surprised he's not had more specials, if I'm honest, but I don't make the rules or make the cards, I just predict them. Marcus Acuna, big part of basically Sevilla's season. They kind of eked out in the end for the title. They could have genuinely, if the amount of draws they've had, if they honestly converted them to wins, there's a lot of games they threw away. If they had won them, then you could be looking at more Sevilla TOTS cards, if I'm honest, because Sevilla genuinely could have ran Real Madrid close. They genuinely could have. It's quite startling, really. It's how they've drew so many games this season and they've just not punished Real Madrid at all. Because in the end they've thrown away third, second because of it. You can't draw 13 games. Yes, they've got the best defensive record with only 28 goals conceded, but they've lost to their last 5. Being Barca and Real Madrid respectively, but they've drew silly games like Cadiz and Vallecano, and it's just kind of baffling how they keep drawing so many games. But anyways, that's that. Midfield, wingers, Oyarzabal and Vinicius Jr. If only one was to get the nod, then it's probably Vinicius. Big part of Real Madrid's season's been absolutely class. His card could legitimately be one of the best TOTS this year. Fekir and Modric both should be pretty academic. Modric just been class this season. It's just a pity that he's not going to be like his stats for his team of the year a few FIFAs ago, where it was 90+ club. But you never know, they might do it if they're going to be really juicy. But yeah, Fekir's another one, but he's been I would not be surprised if he moves from Betis next season, because he's kind of just runs riot. Could end up at Barca, could end up at Sevilla, could end up at Real Madrid, you never know. It depends how he wants to go about it, I suppose. And then main two attackers at the moment, Benzema's academic. Benzema's the most academic pick out of everyone in La Liga's team of the season. João Felix was the other option I felt. He's been a big part of the season for Atletico. Yes, they've not been as impressive as they could have been, but I still feel he has merited a team of the season. Some people might disagree, which I can understand, but I feel that he definitely deserves a team of the season. Not just because obviously the player of the month and other elements, but I feel for the season he has contributed enough to kind of probably just get in. Yes, it's only 8 goals and 4 assists over 24 games, but that's kind of the way I'm thinking it, and I'll delve into more players in a minute anyway, so don't worry. Subs and reserves, Rulli is my second goalie. felt he deserved, and it was kind of like on the fence of like who gets the second goalie nod, and I thought really is the kind of one I went for. Aspas always seems to get a TOTS, and this season's no different. If I'm honest, without his goals, Celta Vigo would be in a relegation battle. Anyone that follows Spanish football would probably agree with that. Danjuma, people were like, why has Villarreal spent silly money on a player from Bournemouth? Well, it's kind of shown, and he's been a good buy, so fair play to him. If João Felix wasn't to happen, Carrera definitely could. Big impressive season from him, and definitely deserving of a team of the season. Wanmi, couple informs, player of the month, just all round consistent this season for Betis. 14 goals, 4 assists. Fair play to him on getting, should be an academic team season. Going back to Sevilla's defensive record, Diego Carlos being a big part of that, and might not be as juicy as previous years maybe for specials, but he could still be a half decent team of the season card, especially if that pace is say 90, because it needs to be, if I'm honest. Carlos Soler, I can't see him being at Valencia next season, I really don't. He pretty much is the reason why they do so well. Like Valencia just now could genuinely, if they didn't have him in, they could be another team that could win a relegation battle. That kind of sums up Valencia's season. And same for Guedes. Soler and Guedes, the two of them have literally at times single-handedly been a big part of their season, and you think to yourself, how can this team be so bad these days? Like Valencia of old were challenging for like the title, they were in Europe, they were a threat. Like Guedes is 11 goals, 6 assists, Soler's 11 and 5, 11 goals, 5 assists. So it's like, it's baffling really, but as I said, both should get in. It's just a case of could one be an objective and one being one being an SBC even, and one actually making the main team. Then final players from reserves, David Garcia, big part of Osasuna's season. It's also just one of those lower rated defenders that gets in. Surprised not had, like at least another inform at least, if I'm honest, but as I said, I don't make the cards. Espanyol deserve a couple team of the seasons, and this could fall back into, as we've said, one could be an objective, one could be an SBC, or one makes the main team, depending how they want to go about it. D. Tomas, big part of keeping Espanyol up this season, 15 goals, 3 assists. And then obviously Sergi Darder, fair play him. Like Espanyol's got 2 players that's pretty much in like the top like 20 players that's for the season. In terms of like contributions, like Darder's 3 goals and 9 assists. Big, as I say, big part of their season. So, and as I say, very hard to ignore. And then my last player is Oscar Trejo of Vallecano. At times, how I've been like, he's been most month. I think he's been in like nominee for like player of the month like 3 or 4 times. How he's not had an inform either is baffling. He's got 3 goals, 9 assists. He plays between like defensive mid, centre mid, cam, and honestly the guy's been class, and just, but how he's not had a special this FIFA at all is a bit baffling, but we'll see how that one plays out obviously. Other possibles that could happen: Inez Unal, 15 goals this season. Munyain could happen, obviously just had the foot captains, but as Larice proved, 4 goals, 10 assists. Depay could be an SBC, 11 goals this season. Obviously Gerard Moreno made the main community team this season, so he shouldn't happen. Willian Jose is an outside shout. Ousmane Dembele is an outside, well, not even an outside shout. Ousmane Dembele has a shout because of 11 assists. You know, EA, they're going to try anything, and it would be like the most juiced up Dembele card ever, but obviously with the fantasy foot I can't see it. Asensio could happen for Real Madrid, but or even someone like Rakitic, but we'll see what happens though. It's going to be fun and games. I'm intrigued to see obviously how many players we get for each team. Like that's why we build a squad of 23, because it gives enough options depending on objectives, SBCs, and the main team. But let me know, as I said, in the comments who you think will get in. Smash likes always, and I'll catch you all later, folks.